I'm Daniel Dunky Jacobs Knowlton. I'm with Intelligent Technical Solutions. Meraki is a Cisco platform that covers firewalls, switches, access points, cameras, and environmental sensors. Today, I'm going to show off how we standardize Meraki alerts across the base to make sure we have a consistent application of alerts across all of our clients. So this is a demo network within our organization. So this is the Contoso test office, and this is what the alert screen looks like by default. You'll see there's no default recipients, and all of the alerts are disabled. At the very bottom, you can add an HTTPS receiver, which will be a Roost webhook in the future. But in order to do this manually, it would require setting all of this up and checking the boxes. What I've done is create a Meraki desired state config workflow that does a couple different things. It will set up the device and sensor configuration. It will make sure our SSO is configured, but it will also make sure that network alerts are configured across the board consistently. So in this workflow, we'll start off with a start no up. We'll go to make sure that Meraki org mappings are set for this organization that it's running as to make sure we don't have any errors on that. Otherwise, we'll fail out to the Meraki not configured item. From there, we'll list the networks that are within that organization, and then we'll go through a sub workflow and update the network alerts. In that sub workflow, we'll start off by just setting some variables of the webhook name and webhook URL that we would like to create. From there, we'll check for any existing alerts that are configured. So if we need to make an update, the workflow will handle updating the alerts. Otherwise, it will create it. It will get the alert template. So these alerts are copied from another organization. We have a golden image template that creates these for us. From there, we check to see if the webhook has already been created. If not, then it will go create that webhook, which we'll send to Roost. And then it'll combine that information either with the new webhook ID or the existing webhook ID. From there, we'll come down to alert configuration, where it will build that new alert using Jinja and make sure that we have the changes that we want to implement in place and set up all the configuration options and build a JSON body to be sent to Meraki to set up the alert. It will also create a log of what changed so that if you want to go back and see what actually changed, you can take a look there. From there, we'll hit update alert, and it will go post to the alert and make the changes. For the example back here, if we go back to our Contoso office, which we'll use as our golden image, you'll see that we have everything configured in alerts. And we have specific things checked. So if a gateway goes offline for 5 minutes, it'll send a webhook to Roost. And at the very bottom, you'll see that there's actually no webhook receivers configured right now, but we have configured these alerts because it's a brand new organization. If we come back to the desired state config and we run this for the Contoso organization, you'll see it kick off. It will then list the networks and then do a with items through each one of the networks. So because this is a per network setting, it will do each network individually to make sure that the alerts are consistent across the board. So the workflow completed. If we go back to the alerts page now and refresh on the Contoso office, you'll see that we now have a default recipient of Roost webhook created by automation. And if we scroll to the bottom, you'll see that same webhook. If we switch back to that test network, which was previously entirely unconfigured, it was missing both the webhook and all the checkboxes. We'll see now we have that exact same configuration. We have a default recipient of Roost webhook, and then all of the same checkboxes and configuration items are checked over in the test office network. When an alert does come in, it will send a body to the Roost webhook, which will then create a ticket in PSA for us to go work.